My name is Stephen Zunes. I'm a professor of politics here at the University of San Francisco. Among other things, I coordinate the Middle Eastern Studies concentration, and I teach in both the bachelor's and master's program in international studies. I've been here at USF since 1995. What we've seen in Tunisia and Egypt, and we're starting to see elsewhere in the Arab world, is in many ways a continuation of this phenomenon of unarmed pro-democracy civil insurrections that have been going on the past 20, 30 years, from countries ranging from the Philippines to Poland, from Chile to Serbia, and it shows, I think, the power of nonviolent action. For change to come to the Middle East, as in these other parts of the world, it's not going to come through foreign invasion. It's not going to come from armed struggle. It's not going to come voluntarily from the elites. It's not going to come from sanctimonious statements from Washington. It can only really come from the people themselves. I will fight it. It's real unfortunate that the pro-democracy struggle in Libya turned violent. It's interesting how they made their most gains during the first week when they were nonviolent. That's when they ended up taking over half the country and prompting all these defections from high government and military officials, foreign ambassadors, and the like. And we've seen historically that nonviolent uprisings against dictators are more than twice as likely to succeed than violent ones. In addition, it's prompted Western intervention, and while hopefully this ends up saving lives in the long term, any kind of foreign military intervention runs the risk of things getting worse and spiraling out of control. Unfortunately, a lot of it has to do with politics, that the autocratic regimes in Bahrain and Yemen have long been pro-Western, whereas Gaddafi, of course, has been anti-Western. I think, though, that despite the lack of U.S. support, that the United States really doesn't control things. We may arm those countries, we may provide economic and military support, but as we saw in Tunisia and Egypt, which were also backed by dictatorships that are also backed by the United States for many years, that if enough people withdraw support, if enough people refuse to recognize the legitimacy of an autocratic government, that government's not going to survive, no matter how many guns they have and no matter what kind of support they have from the world's one remaining superpower.